Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the channel. I am Atone. This is Atone Tarot. Virgo, you are tuned in for the topic of what plot twist moments are going to occur between now and the end of the year. Understand that we have retrogrades, the winter solstice, the holiday season, a lot of things upon us. So, those comings together, they can kind of create issues. So let's see what you need to know is coming in the next month or so, Virgo. I will be breaking down your message, pulling one card from my Egyptian God Oracle deck, right? And then I'll be pulling 10 cards from my traditional tarot, handy dandy tarot deck. And I'll get a little nosy with the relationship oracle deck to dig a little deeper into your message. So Virgo, without further ado, let's get up into your message. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I appreciate you guys. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your first time at or on the channel, I appreciate you. Welcome. If you could, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. But we're going to pull one card from this deck to see what the overarching theme as it relates to a plot twist or your plot twist moments from now until the end of the year, Virgo. So without further ado, let's get up into it. Let's see what we have for my Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One card, please, Spirit. What plot twist moment or a theme does my Virgo collective need to be aware of? One card, please, Spirit. Intelligence. So as it relates to your driving theme in the plot twist energy from now until the end of the year, Virgo, intelligence is going to be key. But let's get up into your message and break it down via this 10 card spread of the tarot. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Virgo collective. I hope all is well with you guys out there. It's getting cold outside where I am. It is that, nostalgic time of the year. There are quite a few of us who go through like seasonal depression. So if that is you, I'm being called and compelled to speak to that and encourage you guys to be amongst friends and family as much as you possibly can. So, yeah. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for my Virgo collective. I can't get up into it, Virgo, till this thing fold right. That's how I do it around here. So, we gonna push it to the limit. There we go. Let's see what we got. As it relates to any plot twist moment for my Virgos, what do they need to know? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Your message ain't hesitating, Virgo. Spirit has something to say. A message to give today. Let's go, Virgo. 2 more cards, please, for my Virgo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have? One more card. There we go. All right, Virgo. You receive the Wheel of Fortune, the 5 of Wands, the World, the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the Justice card, the 6 of Swords, as well as the Chariot. So, as it relates to your plot twist moments, or plot twist message, Virgo, I'm definitely getting some banter going on, some mental sparring, right? Some very difficult conversations that open up dialogue in such a way where, Virgo, you might have to make some decisions around departure from something or someone, right? And with intelligence at the center or driving the theme of your message as it relates to this topic, Spirit is asking you to deploy some level of intelligence. Pay attention and connect your senses to your common sense, right? Your emotional sense and your emotional intelligence to your common sense. There's something you need to be wise and smart about. Ask some questions, Virgo, or you do start asking some questions that change some things about your world and the landscape of your world. You really giving some thought to how you want your partnerships to look moving into 2026, right? And you really discover something that is important as it relates to your future and moving forward by asking the right question with this 5 of Wands here. Challenging something that you're being told, asking follow-up questions, not just the right question, but also follow-up questions is what I'm picking up on, Virgo. You being intelligent or deploying a certain amount of intelligence to say, okay, you gave me some of the answer. Let me ask this in addition to, right? Or you ask that about yourself. And Spirit is calling you to be honest with this Hierophant and this Ace of Cups. To be honest with the information that you receive back, right? Do not attempt or try to romanticize, Virgo, the information you're given, right? Take it for what it is, and be smart about how you respond with this Knight of Swords being here. But whatever this is, it requires a response. You need to give some type of sign on the dotted line type of response to something. It's like a legal document that's time sensitive, where you need to sign something so you can await something to be returned to you so that you can depart and leave, like a security deposit. You know, you might be having a difficult conversation around the next step, stage, phase, backdrop, landscape of you and someone else's life together and what that looks like from an emotional standpoint. And you decide to exit a lease that you're currently in and join together with someone, or you separate. But there is some type of alignment here as it relates to the courts, because you have the Hierophant and Justice, right? There's some type of legal thread, theme, something that's going to pop up where you have to go to the courthouse, or you have to get papers drawn up, you have to get something signed because you ask some questions, or you read the fine print, right? And you're like, I need you to make an amendment to the wording here because you read that fine print, you asked that follow-up question, you looked a little deeper, Virgo. And had you not, it would have changed the landscape backdrop and makeup of your world. But you're fortunate in some way. Something, or your level of intelligence points you in the direction of digging deeper. You know, that just might be your nature. You are a Virgo. Virgos are meticulous just by nature. So if anybody thought they could sneak something past you as it relates to maybe something concerning some paperwork or something that is legally binding from you to another, they might want to think again. And if they, thought they was going to play, no, Virgo is prepared, more than prepared, to exit stage left with this Six of Swords and this Chariot here. Or you're going to need to be prepared to exit something and make plans on how you're going to champion, move, and progress quickly. Because with the Six of Swords and the Chariot being here, that's doubling down on the movement. And you got the Knight of Swords. This is swift movements. Whatever this is, it's going to move something quickly and succinctly for you, Virgo, in a direction forward. Now, whether that direction is positive or negative, I don't know. We're going to dive a little deeper, take a little look-see-loo to see what we see. But this message, as it relates to a plot twist, is you, Virgo, being meticulous and deploying your level of intelligence to ask the right questions, review the right sections of a contract and or deal, and be able to require and request certain amendments if the deal doesn't fit your understanding of what you thought that partnership was about to be, and it changes something in your favor. You're fortunate, right? That intelligence that you possess makes you fortunate enough for your world not to be disrupted too much by way of this change. You know what section of the court you need to go to, what room, you know. You move right through it. It's not even a problem for you, Virgo. It's almost like you saying, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. You thought I was going to rage out on you. Nope. I'm going to handle this in the most diplomatic, systematic, correct, legal way, with Justice and the Hierophant being here. I'm going to pray about it, and I'm going to take it to the state. Take it to the city. Whatever this is. And exit stage left and leave you where you sit. Because I'm smart enough to know that I don't need to be a part of, involved with, because what I'm deserving of will be returned unto me 3 times over. You see that thumbs up? That's confirmation of the message right there, Virgo. So go ahead, get up on your horse. Get up on your high horse. Right? If you got to, get up on the good foot and let them know, like, ain't nothing but a thing. It's your loss. If you do have to depart, exit, remove yourself from something that was or has a current impact to your world. But let's take a look at what's going on inside the relationship oracle deck for my Virgo collective, because that's what it's about. Your interactions, engagements, involvements, partnerings, living with all of that. That's what life is kind of made up of, and it makes you either move or not move in one way or the other. So as it relates to a plot twist and how some things are going to change and shake up, it's in relation to the people around you. So you definitely want to see, relationship wise, what's going on that I may not be aware of. Need a little more scope and lens up in here for what's going on. And if you haven't done so already, please smash that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Your girl would greatly appreciate it, Virgo. I'm also taking suggestions for new topics moving forward into the new year. I'm collecting, meditating, and praying on topics. I would also like to hear from you guys. So drop it in a comment, something you, as it relates to a topic, want me or would like for me to tap into. I would love to hear it, Virgo. All right. Let's see what messages are coming through for my Virgo collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Two more cards, please. One more card. All right, so my Virgos received passion, poker face, talking, girl with a snake, and not enough. All right, Virgo. So again, with this message in relation to the tarot and how you asking those additional questions and, you know, even keeping a poker face while you do it, having those conversations that unearth some very interesting information surrounding maybe the disruption of your world because somebody, a snake or who wasn't in favor of you like you thought they were, shows up, right? So don't get too overly passionate about it. Like, keep your poker face on. Poker face, Virgo. Remember that. Keep your poker face, because that's going to be relative and important as it relates to succeeding with this situation, right? Because there's going to be a lot of conversations being had where not necessarily all of the information that comes up and out is true. And I say that because, and not that it's a lie, but with passion being here, I'm picking up on, you know how you say something out of anger, or someone says something out of anger, and in doing so, other things are revealed. It's like, oh, tell me how you really feel. So there's some truth, but there's a little spice there. And you gotta keep your poker face on, because, all right, I'll give you an example. Again, I got some stories to tell y'all, man. And we was having a different conversation, but I've had this happen. Someone rang my phone and started telling me about my man. Right? You know, your man was over here. We're like, oh, word, he was, word. Right? Because somebody got some heat, they mad, the anger is there, so they want to lash out, and they add cheese to the fries, right? So the things that they're saying about my man on the other end of this phone, it has some relevance, but not all truth. They trying to really get me hot under the collar now with my man that they want to be telling me about. Right? And that's what this is giving with not enough. Like, because when those type of events occur, aka cheating, we tend to internalize that as it being something wrong with us. And that is what you're advising or being advised not to do, Virgo. But I'll get to that. Let me finish what I was saying in reference to this message right here, with regards to the girl with the snake passion talking and poker face. Keep your poker face about you when this call comes through, Virgo. If you should happen to get a call about someone that you're engaged with in a romantic way and you feel like you're being sideswiped. Like, what? Because what or whoever is on the other end, they may have some level of malice that they're trying to administer because they're hurting. Hurt people type thing. So this person is telling me all about my man. Oh, your man was over here with me and he don't love you and all of these different things. The person on the other end saying these things to me. You know what I mean? And while, the disrespect of whatever engagement my man had with this person on the other end of the phone is like, when you listen and ask more questions and really get into the conversation and the argument, if you will, with this person, like, oh yeah, he was with you when was he with you? That's the back and forth that kind of occurs, right? And this person says, oh, he was with me yesterday. And that's not true, because you and your person were together all day. So that there's not a full truth being told, but this person and their motives, what is driving them. At some point, did this person and my man have something going on that they got my phone number and they on my phone? So there's that part of it where that level of intelligence kicks in, Virgo, and you start asking those additional questions, like, and dealing with the problem in front of you as is, like, okay, yeah, I got this person on my phone. Okay, yeah, thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate you, sis. Or yeah, let me know. Or you discover somebody puts out a call and gets on the other end and starts giving you information that is not 100% true, but it causes now some questions. So you're intelligent enough to know, Virgo, that not everything that the person gave you is true, but you do know there's some snakes in the den now. Someone has alerted you to something that is a problem. Keep your poker face about and ask those tough questions now to your person, or that might be your next step, right? Where you say, okay, I got this information from this person. Me and my person now need to have a talk. And that causes some level of separation and you needing to part ways from someone, and you having to involve the court system to do so. So that is the message that I received for my Virgos today. Again, if it don't apply, let it fly. But until next time, Virgo, this is your message, and I hope that it helps. Peace.